Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is a critique of your best photos of 2023. Now, I asked you guys to submit one full res photo that you consider to be your best of the best with honors, sir, from 2023. Now, I got one photo from 2026, so you might have sent it from the future, and I got a couple that were all the way back to like 2013 up until 2022, so I deleted those because they didn't follow the directions. Now, this is gonna be a pretty long video. I'm gonna go through 1,200 or so of the images that are here. I haven't looked at them yet, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and give the ones that grab my attention a 5-star, and at the very end, I'm gonna go through the 5 stars, and I'm gonna pick the best of the best with honor, sir. And I don't know if you'll win a prize or not, but I just wanna do that. Do not get upset if you don't see your image, or I mean, you might see your image, but I might go through it quickly. So don't be upset if I don't stop and say something, because if I tried to critique 1,200 images, it could take, you know, hours upon hours. So I'm gonna go through, see what grabs me, maybe edit a few of them if I feel so, and then maybe turn back to the camera to give you some input and some critiques along the way. So we're just gonna do it. We're gonna jump right in right here, and I'm gonna start going through. So there might be some silence here as I go through and look for the ones that I picked. Look, that grabbed me right off the bat. Not the contrast, but I loved the composition and the capture. This grabbed me because I just love the way that the trees are disappearing. Not the trees are disappearing, but I just like the frame. Watch your feet. You shouldn't be cutting off the feet. Try to show, there's no reason to have up top so high on the backboard when you want to see where they're jumping off of, so you can see how high he's jumping. He's throwing the ball into the basket. He's slamming it, but we don't see how high he's jumping. So we got to see that. It's a classic Al. I like it. This is just super duper cropped. I mean, you got a 600 millimeter, but it's super duper 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 cropped. I mean, it's a very good moment. I mean, you stabbed the damn fish in the head, but just try not to crop so much. I don't mind this. I don't think it's the best of the best, but I do like the way that the lighting is. Excuse me, I got something in my nose. It's a nice photo. Very Peter McKinnon-esque on that one. Nope. I don't mind this, I just don't understand why there's so much grain at 100 ISO. If you're adding grain, I want to punch you in the face. You're probably adding grain. There's no reason to add grain. It's a nice shot, but I just don't like the processing. It's a great foot. I didn't even think about it. There might be some dick pics in here. Didn't even think about it. It's pretty cool with Grogu. Still not worthy of a 5. That's all right. I'm just waiting for Forrest Gump to run out of the scene. I just think there's more that could be done to this in terms of editing. I mean, not everything is meant to be hit out with Skittles or Kaleidoscope or thick, but I mean, just look at how it comes to life with one of the presets. Where's Kaleidoscope? Here's Kaleidoscope. Yeah, I mean, look at the difference. We got before, flat, after, much better, and that's without any tweaking whatsoever. So keep that in mind when you're editing your stuff, that flat just, in my opinion, does not sell all day. Did I give it a 5-star? No, I don't think I'm gonna give it a 5-star. But this is how critiques are done. You just go through and something, see, that grabs me, right? It's unique, it's different basketball. 7200 2.8 gave himself leeway with the f4, 1/15 of a second at 100 ISO. Looks like it's a Rutgers game because of the R on the ball. That's great. This is great panning from a distance. And when shooting sports gets boring because it's repetitive freeze motion, freeze motion, freeze motion, you need to try some stuff like this. One of my teachers did this to me when I was in high school. He's like, great, you got frozen action. Now give me something else. And I did. I got Eric Desjardins, if I could find the picture. Well, I probably won't find it in time because I'm leaving. But going across slow shutter speed, it totally worked. Make sure I liked it. I love this. I think that so what I like about it is I like the tones and the contrast. What I don't like about it is graying out the background, so I'm not gonna keep it, but graying out the background with the pulling back on the highlights for this, it's all right if it's burnt out, and you should be getting their feet in there. You're at 34 millimeters. I love 35 as, 34 and 35, but tilt down, get their feet or come up just a little bit more. I mean, that's cool for a pano. I mean, it's a good music shot. This is a great a great lacrosse photo, the guy throwing it over his back. I hope it goes in. But this is another one that I want to see some better editing with. I'm gonna hit it with some Skittles real quick. Come over here to the top secret panel. And I don't want to spend too much time, but it just looks better once you bring it to life. You got to bring some of these things to life to make them pop. I mean, just look at the difference from flat to boom. And this isn't a perfect, and you know what? I got to make it even better. I got to get rid of some of that magenta. See how green, was this a Nikon? No, Canon 6D. It's too green. Let me warm it up just a little bit more, and we're gonna go with that. So that is what I like right there. And I got to keep moving, Jared. Jared, you got to keep moving. There's a lot of these to do. I got to go catch an airplane soon. 2 of those by accident. Go vertical with this or pull back. That's too tight. You're losing out the pause. This is very nice. I really like the look of this. I would give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5, but it's not gonna be one of the best with honor, sir. But it's a good one. Nice silhouette. Too much skin smoothing. Beautiful. Love the Joshua tree there. Too cropped of the duck. It's a duck. It's nice. And come on, man. Why do I gotta hit Skittles with this? Why do I gotta hit Skittles? Like, well, the extra grain's gonna come out, not my fault. I'm gonna pull down, watch. It shouldn't have that much grain, but that's what happens as you start to crop. See how it brings out the imperfections? Brings out the imperfections when you do that. And going through, this is how people critique stuff. This is fine, I just wish you had the actual hooking of it. And you gotta be cropping this quite a bit, and you're in auto ISO, I could see. You're at 200 millimeters. You got 500 to work with, and I know it's absolutely being cropped. And then people are probably touching up with that AI stuff, which I don't recommend. It's a good photo though. If the owl was looking at you, open eye, probably be better. Love this. Cherry blossoms with that in the background. Really nice job at f/16. Really nice, beautiful shot. I like the contrast. I mean, I like this shot. It's not the best of the best, but I think it's okay. Teaching moment, your shutter speed needs to be at 1/180th, 1/125th, 1/150th. You're shooting prop planes. You gotta get prop blur in there. So when you're doing stuff like this, that's what you have to do. This is all right, it just needs more contrast. Not Silvertide, Skittles, but Silvertide looks pretty baller too from FroPack 1. Yeah, that looks baller too, man. Try to get people walking by and get them blur, slower shutter speeds. Cat's fine, but not great. It's all right. Guess people accidentally uploaded the same one twice. Let me cut in here real quick and let you know about the Super Huger Mega Camera giveaway, where I'm giving one of you the chance to spend up to $4,999 of my own money on anything you want at Allen's Camera. Now, it's completely free to get entered. The link is on the screen as well as down below, but you can score bonus entries by picking up FroPack 1, 2, 3, 4, or the Grand Slam bundle. If you've already purchased them, you are already getting those extra entries automatically. You're already entered. There's also a free way to enter. There is no purchase necessary. Just go to the link or go to FroKnowsPhoto.com/FroPack4 to pick up any of the preset bundles. And if you already own them, you are already entered as well. Now, let's get back to the critique. Is that just low quality? No, that's just over sharpened in the background. So this is unique. These types of concerts suck. I'm just gonna say, like, it's not easy to do something unique with DJs, but you did something unique with DJs, but you gotta throw contrast in here. I don't even need to hit Skittles, just add the damn contrast. Look at the difference. Add that contrast. Come in here with this dehaze. I mean, just so much better. Look at the difference when you bang it out, man. I'm only on 136. I gotta keep moving. It's not bad. I don't like the crop. Don't like that particular crop. That's all right. Interesting that a lot of these star ones come in one right after each other. I would just add more contrast to that. You can get away with more contrast with that stuff. I mean, these aren't bad, so if I'm skipping it, don't think that it's bad. That's bad. Sorry, Luke. I mean, what can I say? I mean, you're in a bathroom. There's not much you can do. It's not really your fault, but you're in a bathroom in this situation. It's not very easy. If you could go outside the bathroom, shoot vertical through the door, it's possible it could be a more interesting photo. It's all right. I like that. It has a nice feel to it. I think this is over sharpened, to be honest with you. Way too over sharpened. I would like it, and just got to pull back. Oh, I don't want to give it a star, but I want to pull back. Look, no, wrong button, Jared, you dumbass. Pull back on the exposure, pump up that contrast. Look at the difference. It's too overexposed. We can go even further, right? That's more realistic right there. So just be careful when you're doing your edits. It's over sharpened, I think, again. Yeah, it's a nice photo, but it's over sharpened. Watch the feet. You're leaving not enough room at the bottom. That was a nice composition on the soccer. Stu. All right, thanks, Stu. Thanks for sending in this is the best. This is gonna win, right? We're getting this a red. This is getting a red. Great shot, Stu. Best shot of the year. Not a bad angle of the skateboarder. This needs to be wider. You're at 21 millimeters, you got 15, go wider. Let's see the inside of the plane. Let's see his feet on the edge of the plane. It's all right. Not bad. That's a shooting star, by the way. You know it's a shooting star because it's not dashes. If it's dashes, then you know it's not a shooting star, it's an airplane. No, don't do selective color. Not a fan of selective color. Wow, nice lightning strike. Nice job. Still needs more contrast though. Look at the difference. It's about this. It's about the star. It's about the lightning. It's nice rolling hills. Still would bang it out with some Skittles. I mean, that's nice in the backyard. Nice shot. You could probably shoot this at 1.4 and get away with it because you have the ability to do it. Not that everything needs to be done at 1.4. Double rainbow, a girl with something on her face. You can't do this crop, Trip, MacArthur. You can't do this crop. You got to keep the regular crop. Proper aspect ratio for this stuff. Editing's fine. Photo's good, but get the proper aspect ratio. There's your prop blur. That's what we're talking about. Djokovic must have been 8 miles away. But see, this stuff, it's just gotta be edited better. It's all right to bring it down. This has to be in Paris, right? Yeah, because it's clay. The French Open maybe. But you see the difference? Look at the difference. You're just bringing it down. It's gonna be much better. I've seen this a lot. Everybody bringing way too bright of an image. Like the colors on that. Same thing, I would bring it down in terms of exposure. Nice job here, that's very nice. So it's hard for me to pick like best of the best with landscapes because I'm not a landscape person, but that's what happened, just too far. That's too far. I'm not a landscape person, so I'm a little more harsh on liking those. Oh, bikers. So if you're gonna do this with a person standing in the middle, make sure they're in the middle, perfectly in the middle, and then get a slow ass shutter speed and let it blur. You gotta let this shutter speed, you gotta let everybody else blur and the person stand right in the middle. I like this. I do. I would have wanted their feet in there. I love the clouds and everything. I like it, but I would do some tweaks to it. I don't know if it's a cropping thing that I would want to do to it or not. And I don't know if it's something like that or not. I don't know. I just don't like how it's bare, you know, you're still cutting off just the bottom of their feet. Every once in a while I got to check the time here because we only have 30 minutes on the R5 still. Just be careful over sharpening it. It's beautiful, Peter. 198 seconds, D800 was great for this stuff. Just looks like it's so over sharp, but it's a very nice photo. Nice job. So I'm going to Africa, and this isn't the shot that I want to get. Like, I don't want to get this because it's too tight. It just feels too tight, and it's also extra cropped. Oh, that's cute. See, same thing. It's too bright. Bring it down. We're in the shadow area. Look at, we can bring the background down. We can bring up shadows a little bit if we want. I mean, that's a lot of it. And that's, you got that. I mean, if I hit it with Skittles, well, look, I can hit it with Skittles and I can then bring it back. Skittles isn't the end all be all because you just saw me edit it basically myself, but look at the difference. It comes to life. You guys, editing, man, processing. That's why we have, honestly, that's why we have the presets. The presets are there to give you a great starting point or to help you with your raw workflow, especially if you've never edited before. They're there to help. I mean, I was the biggest anti-preset person because I was like, you need to do it yourself. But I realized that not everybody knows where to start. And giving someone the place to start is beneficial. So head on over to FroKnowsPhoto.com/FroPack4. You can get the Grand Slam bundle with FroPack 1, 2, 3, and 4, and of course Skittles is included in FroPack 1. I'm gonna have a couple of these plugs throughout because I think it's important that you guys learn that. It's just not, it's too cropped or not sharp. I mean, it's a great moment going through the sound barrier, but it's just too tight. I don't mind that. Yeah, I'm a harsh critic here. I'm definitely being a little harsh. Wow, I can't believe he's on that. If that's real, that's great. But is it real is the question. I mean, is it real? Are you able to capture lightning before it hits the ground? I don't know. I don't know. That's one that, Joshua, you're gonna have to give me a little bit of feedback on, because if it's real, it's good. I still wanna bring this down and pump the, look at the difference when you do the contrast. Look at the difference. I don't know if it's real or not, so it's very difficult to decide whether I like it fully. Like I said, a lot of these are good, but I wanna see the best of the best with Honor Sir. That's good. I still would do it. Watch. And I know not everything needs a contrast, but it just needs to be a little darker. Look at the difference. Much better that way. It's a bear. That's cool. I like the composition here. I just like the composition. I don't like the crop. That's cool with all the guys, you know, and safe. The first base ump looks like he's coming around to call him safe on the rotation. Nice lighthouse. Nice. I need special permission to go here, the Temple Mount. Temple Mount. Great isolation here. That's why we have the 1-2s. Great isolation. Nice job. Sure, but the crop, guys, the crop. The crop is killer. Like, I get it, newspapers want everything cropped tight, but I don't like the crop. That crop. Well, I'm not talking about my not liking the crop. I don't like that particular crop. Beautiful. That's beautiful. That's what we're talking about. That stops you. Great composition going on there. Beautiful. It looks like it's gonna be a curveball of some kind. That's fantastic. Really nice job right there. That's what we're talking about. See what happens when you crop, guys? You have a 500mm lens, you're shooting at only 254. I get that this stuff happens quick, but you can't crop like this. Look at how the imperfections are brought out when you crop. Great moment, you just gotta zoom. You gotta trust your zoom and your composition. Thomas the Tank. Yes, it's out in the wild, it's fine. Remember, if I skip it, doesn't mean that it's not good. So, it's good, but what are we gonna do to it? Oh, okay, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of Skittles. and bring it down more. I hope these things are real. I really do hope these are real. It's so hard to know what's real and not real anymore. I like that. And that edit wasn't perfect that I did there. I would spend more time if we weren't only on number 328 and still have 1,000 more to go. That's cool. Through the trains. No. Philly. I don't know Matthew Skaminski. Oh, Skomsky. Just get your lines straight. The lines aren't straight on that. It's a nice one as well. Kid's got to get his elbow, he's got to bring the back closer to the body, critiquing his hit, stance, a puffin. That's okay. That's nice. Not bad of the people on the ice. Not the best in the world, still too bright and too cropped. Still need to pull back a little bit. Pojo. Pollo. Pollo. Too much skin smoothing. Nice little setup, I like that. Nice, I like that. I mean, we can all say we like the way that the whatever is sprinkling on the seeds are sprinkling is nice. Possibly consider going tighter on this, on just the sprinkle part. That's what I would consider doing. It's all right. That's interesting. Not sure what that is, a camera or not. I don't know what that is. I hope you're seeing when you see something unique, you grab it. Like, that's good. For that type of shot, it's good. I know it's not gonna win because I don't like those types of things, but it's still a good shot. That's a great shot. Even with the 7300, three awesome guy, slide tackle, ball coming towards you. Very nice job. What is going on in that? What is going on in this frame? What is the imperfections there? I don't know. Well, that's interesting. I love the void of everything. But see, this is another one. We gotta, no Skittles, screw it. I'm just gonna add contrast. Look at the you know, just a little bit, man. Just a little bit, goes a long a bit way. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah, not bad. More contrast. And just because I'm not why are you sending so many? Just because I'm not a fan of landscapes doesn't mean I won't recognize a nice landscape. This is nice editing, nice job. There you go with the slower shutter speed. Slightly slower, gotta go a little even more slower, but that's very nice. I love the isolation here, but 1/4000th of a second. Let's get that prop blur and then track it. Yeah, see, this needs to be brought down. I just see it with the landscapes nonstop. Watch, you know what, let me just hit it with Skittles. I know there's a person in the foreground. But we're exposed for the background. See, that's just better. And we're not even changing it that much. You still see the person there. So that's not bad at all. Excuse me. I mean, that's cool. I like that. That's a nice feel to it. Get your line straight. Don't cut off the top of the pineapple thing. It's fine. Interesting. Nice job going with the slower shutter speeds. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Wow, 35 to 150, f2 to 2.8. Oh, this guy's getting the smack beat out of him. Great angle. It's what you're looking for. Nice job. 35 is a nice angle. Sometimes it's not gonna work, but you did a great job here. Very nice job. Guys, Guys. We're in the, like, even if I hit it with Skittles, I'm not always gonna, but look at the difference here. Look at the difference with just some tweaks. Look at the difference. That's what we're talking about. I know, not yelling at you. I'm just pointing out that this stuff's got to be edited better. And this is how we learn, is we see it and we learn from it. This is what you need to do. You can't tell me that you like the first version better. You honestly can't, because this is better. It's not perfect yet. I would tweak it longer. Just understand that you gotta edit your stuff better. You just got to. Let me cut in here and say, would you like me to send you a free guide to capturing motion in low light situations? Well, if you said yes, just look for this orange box over on FroKnowsPhoto.com, put your name, email address in it, hit send it. I'm gonna send you that guide for free. Moving on. Ooh, we're at 400 and something. Interesting. Don't dislike that. That's not bad. See, that's what we're talking about when you go wider. You just have a 20mm in the plane, but that's okay, because we get the feeling that this is a medevac, a airplane person working here on someone. You get the feel of it because you're in there and you went wide enough, so nice job. Still doesn't get a 5, it's gonna be the best of the best, but it was a nice job. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is either. I like this, but do you know what it needs, guys? Excuse me. Do you know what it needs? Skittles. And then Skittles tweaked a little bit more. Look at the difference. Before, after. Before, after. Some of you might like the muted look, so you can split the difference, right? You want it a little bit muted? Go for it a little bit muted. I like this. It's a creative crop. It works, so nice job. Oh, I gave it a 5. I guess I did. Too much skin smoothing. That's really cool. Again, if I just add contrast, it's better. I don't even need to add Skittles to this. Bringing down the exposure a little bit, pumping that up a little bit more. Look, it's done with an Olympus. It's a good one. I'm giving that a star because it's unique, nice lighting, needs better editing though. Nice Porsche. I would have preferred the Futterblye being in focus on that. It's a nice trail photo. It's all right. Oh, it's interesting. He's got, I didn't know they made chest like protectors or, that's nice processing. I think the eyes need to be up higher in the frame. This just looks like the guy has a really big paddleboard dick, to be honest with you. That's what it looks like. And the kids are helping carry it. The paddleboard. I got drawn down to her, to the lace there. So for me, this is just too soft. Now, I know not everybody wants super contrast, but I just think a little bit of contrast in here is gonna go a long way. And I didn't even go all the way. I went to 42 on the contrast. It's a nice photo, really nice composition, nice job. I'll give it a 5-star for the nice job. Don't think they're active train tracks, so that's all right. Polo. Volleyball is one of the hardest sports to photograph. More contrast, please. Same thing here. I mean, this is what we do. We got to make this come to life. I know I'm just hitting it with Skittles. I could do this. I could come down to FroPack 4. You got Kaleidoscope. You've got Thick. They're both different, but they give you a unique, nice look. Right? Before, after. Before and after. I think there's a moral to the story here too, about processing editing. That's a nice moment captured. Watch the feet. This is why shooting at 5.6 is a little more difficult, because so much of the background is in focus. Wow. Okay, firing the muscat. And by muscat, I mean musket. It's unique, I like it. So I wonder if I would like this if it was, I mean, I like it, right? I love the look if we didn't have that shadow there. But again, what are we gonna hit it with, some thick? And pull back. Just look at the difference, guys. Look at the difference. Look at the blue sky now. That just pops so much more. And all it needed, excuse me, was some processing. That's all right. I don't mind it. It's not bad. Only 500 more pictures to go. Balloons, looks good. It's a nice job. Little magenta, I can see the magenta shift, but still a good photo. Typical wedding, like, hey, let's go stand on a bridge and kiss. And if we're shooting giraffes in the wild, which I don't know if it's in the wild, let's see it. Let's go a little wider. It's the one mistake I don't want to make when I go to Africa, is shoot everything super tight. Sony. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's good, right? There's good stuff. Not everything is the best of the best with honor, sir. I love restaurant type photos. They can be super interesting, so keep trying, keep going for it. Wow, low and slow. That's interesting too. Top down can be nice. Okay, same thing. Nah, too thick. Let me just hit it with contrast myself. Something's off. You know what's off on this? It's the noise reduction. It's the noise reduction. I know it's 13 seconds, but it's either there's movement, but it's the noise reduction. Get rid of the damn noise reduction, because look at what happens to everything. It just doesn't look good with the noise reduction turned on. The smoothing, it should be nice and sharp. That 1600 ISO is fine. Turn off noise reduction. You got to go back to the original on that one. Wow, where's the sideline? I mean, it's a good photo. For sports, good sports shot. Same thing, I can see the smoothing done to this, 3600 ISO. You're shooting a D5 in auto ISO. There is no reason to shoot this in auto ISO whatsoever. Whatsoever. The light isn't changing. Look, this is how critiques are done. And you're not trying to be harsh to be harsh. You're just pointing it out, and not everything can be done with kid gloves. So don't get upset if I talk about your photo in a specific way. This is how critiques are. And in the past, the critiques were even worse from teachers in colleges. They would just rip you to freaking shreds and thought that they had to yell at you and try to make you cry to get their point across. That's not it. If I say something to be blunt, it's gonna be blunt. But I'm not sitting here trying to make anybody cry, because that defeats the whole purpose. But if something isn't quite on, and it could be better, that's what I'm here to do, is to try to help you get it better. Not to be like, make anybody cry. This is fine. I just don't, DJI, it's a really nice job with the slow shutter speed with the drone. So it's a very nice job. I would still add more contrast. Oh, I think he got a nut in the ball. Beanbo. That's the Union's team. Second team. Wow, those things are. Be careful with the selective color on this stuff. Really. I don't understand F8. Why are we at F8 on this picture? With the Z9, I don't understand being at F8 with 180 to 600. It's a great lens for this, but why are we at F8? That just doesn't make any sense. And I know it doesn't matter for the background, but it doesn't make any sense. And I'd probably want to go with a faster shutter speed, personally. And I will get my opportunity to try doing that, hopefully in a couple days when I leave for Africa. See, that's nice. Nice silhouette. Very nice job. Is it Macklemore? Looks like Macklemore's face. Great composition. That's always nice to do it that way. Using natural frames. It's cute. Don't do selective color of this. I still have 600. Still have halfway to go here. So you got to get more interest in this stuff on stage. This is fine, but we need better processing. Again, I'm seeing it over and over again with the landscapes. I'm not trying to tell you that my way is the best way. I'm just trying to tell you that there is a reason we pump up the contrast, even if we're not going to change the color on this. And remember, I'm not editing a full res RAW file, but look at the difference. You tell me that the flat works better? Go ahead, do it down below. I don't agree, but that's photography. It's subjective. There's no right or wrong. I mean, there is right and wrong, but a lot of stuff is that's funny. A lot of it is subjective. This is nice. I like the way this shows up on the hill. Nice job. Let me cut in here real quick because I want to show you FroPak 4 in action on this photo right here, starting with Blue's Clues, followed by Brooklyn. C41 gives it that filmic look. We've got Coppertone, DeLorean, High C, Kaleidoscope, Mel Brooks, Saltwater Taffy, Thick, Tintype, and Wet Hot American Summer. But FroPak 4 also comes with adaptive presets. Check this out. We've got an adaptive preset for face enhance. When we go ahead and click it, it enhances the face. When I come back to develop, look at all the different options I have. We can do the teeth, but there's no teeth showing up, just the lips, the irises. Look, we can change the eyes. You don't want to go over too much, but it also works on the skin. We've got full body enhance, we've got adaptive presets for eyes, and we also have one for blur only. So if you're looking to give yourself a great starting point or speed up your RAW workflow, we created 14 all new custom Lightroom presets that you can check out right now at FroKnowsPhoto.com/FroPak4. While you're over there, you can play with the sliders to see the befores and the afters. And if you decide to pick them up right now, they are currently on sale. Or if you want to get Skittles as part of FroPak 1, you can get the Grand Slam bundle that has FroPak 1, 2, 3, and 4 and save even more. Now, let's get back to the video. I mean, I like women. I would like to see this more high key. Like a lot more high key. Not as flat. And just because it's a woman doesn't mean I'm gonna, a semi-nude woman doesn't mean it's automatically gonna win. Remember that too. Just because you photograph pretty models doesn't automatically make it a good picture, just because it's a good looking model. I mean, I love nudity, I'm a big fan, but that just doesn't mean that it's a great shot. You see it on Instagram all the time, that people post pictures of hot girls being hot, and that's all they are. And that just doesn't make a picture great. So I like this. 10.5, well, that's the fisheye, but I guess you straightened it out after the fact. But I like that. That's photojournalistic. Try not to cut the toe off. I know you didn't, but try to give it a little bit more leeway because you don't need as much up top. Maybe get down a little lower on that angle and it would be better. All right, Scott, Scott, you didn't submit one. So that's a fail in my book. Scott. That's nice, like the composition. I like this post-boxing. I like the idea. We don't know what's happening. We don't did they win? Like, is that the winning trophy? Ooh, see, that's nice. But are they real leaves is the question. See, that's it leaves me, no pun intended, leaves me questioning whether those leaves are real or not. Or are they thrown? Because they're certainly not dropping. I mean, I like the idea. I would have liked it without the leaves, to be honest with you, but I think that's trying too hard. I like it, though. Just can't tell whether the leaves are real or not. It's nice. Ooh, cross-check to the head. Feels good. Interesting. Hi, look at me, I'm a bird. I'm a bird. Puffin. Once again, I'm looking for the best of the best of the best with honor, sir. That's good. I like the train going by with the other train stopped in the London Underground. Good start to a run. This is nice. I like the depth there with Canon RP. Very nice job. Very nice job. Still not the best of the best with honor, sir, but is a nice job. Killer Mike. He is not actually a killer. He got that name because he kills in the rap game. Yay! Or are they crying? Or are they hurt? No, they're crying. They're winning. Balloon Festival. More contrast. See, I like stuff like this. Not bad. Squirrel! All you guys back in the olden days remember me yelling squirrel. Cutting the feet off, don't cut the feet off. This is not in focus. Well, I don't know what you're using on your Nikon Z7. So, can I just talk about vintage lenses real fast? Yeah, I mean, adapting old lenses when you're shooting a wedding or something just doesn't cut it, especially if you can't get it in focus. That's the reason we don't use lenses like that. You have trouble getting stuff in focus. Now you want to go around, do street photography, play around with old lenses? Sure, go ahead and do it. But this is the problem, is you don't get, it doesn't work in that situation. I like the composition, right? It's a great composition. Reminds me of Larry, the guy I photographed. Nope, you upload too many pictures. You upload too many pictures. Like I said, I don't go through these beforehand. I want to see everything at once, over processed. That's kind of cool with the one tree standing out, one tree hill. That's all right. A lot over sharp. I mean, well, it's an iPhone, it's a phone, that's why. That's interesting. Don't know that the ball would actually be right there. If he was that far through the follow through, the ball would be long gone. Too bright. Nice angle, that's great. Love it. Really like that, that's a nice feel. And that's at Wrigley Field too. No, it's not Wrigley Field. Jared, it's not Wrigley. Don't know what that is. Neat. Too tight. All right, goalie diving across. Keep the proper composition for this stuff. It's all right, nice exposure, nice processing. I like the feel of it. Too tight for hockey, and just, I don't understand the crop in the square. And it needs more, come on, it needs more contrast. Like this hockey stuff just needs more contrast. Just look at the difference. Just pump it up. Looks like cross-processed or infrared or something. Dearly beloved. Philly, Philly. That's cool, air to air. I mean, obviously it's unique when you get up there. Still needs more contrast though. Out of focus. See what happens when you use noise reduction? You're shooting at 16,000 ISO. That's what happens with noise reduction. You see how bad noise reduction looks? Look what it does to it. This is why we don't use noise reduction. I'd rather have the grain than noise reduction, William. It's a nice portrait. That's nice. I would pull back more on the light too. Another 400 to go. I like that. Nice dog. Band pictures are not easy. See, that's better processing. See, that's very nice. Nice job, Tom. That is nice processing. Good angle for volleyball, because volleyball is so tough. I'm gonna pick it because I know how tough volleyball is. Especially trying to use a Nikon Z6, it's even tougher. This is cool. We just gotta not cut off this guy's foot because he's the focus. You gotta not cut off the foot there. Screw the Islanders. You know, Flyers fan and all. I like the angle here. Oh, that's cool. I like salmon. Except that's like a pregnant salmon with the fish roe coming out of it. It's cute. See, this stuff's great out with the 70-200. So stuff like this is good. You can try slow shutter speeds to try and get the coal going in and some of the ash. You could try without the flash, or that just looks like a light. But you could also go, well, that's absolutely a flash. You could try black and white too, but you would lose the fire. So, see, this is very good. What needs to happen here though, it absolutely needs more. This has a very Joey L look to it. It's a beautiful shot. We could end up doing black and white, but look at the difference before and after. I can't say I know somebody's gonna like the flatness of it. This isn't perfect, my edit. I would have taken more time, but it just needs some more contrast. Too tight. Cute, but this is why we want to have a non-cell phone camera. Nice. I would probably go horizontal with this and show more of the scene, but I like shots like that. See, this is why these things look better. Like gorillas have emotion of animals, so because we kind of see ourselves reflected in them. I like that. Nice job. That's cool. I like the silhouettes. So it seems like the silhouettes are being the best photos that are happening here. See, that's really nice. Really nice job. Very nice job. That's very good too. I like that. See, that's a nice shot just because of the unique area. That's what makes that work. It's a good capture right there. It's a nice portrait. I am a harsh critic. I know I'm a harsh critic. It's a nice shot. It's much easier to shoot the airplanes when they're flying super fast and you just track them. That's a cool one. I like it. More contrast needed on the stars. Let me jump in here real quick and let you know that this video is brought to you by Squarespace. If you're looking to build your very own online portfolio, use what I've been using for 15 years now for my personal photo website because it's simple, easy, affordable, And I don't need to know any coding. I'm never gonna know any coding. To get your 14-day free trial, head on over to squarespace.com/FroKnowsPhoto. If you decide that it's for you, use the code FroKnowsPhoto at checkout to get 10% off your first order. Now, let's get back to the best of 2023. See, this is the one that you kind of feel like you could do a silhouette, kinda, right? I just think it's too bright. I think you need to darken it up. Not that much, but just darken it up a little bit. And I think it would be better. Not bad. Nice job. That's nice. I still want to add more contrast to it. Just do that to it. That's very well done. Like that, nice job. That's good, nice job for getting the photo even with the people in the foreground. Yeah, there's a lot of dust on that sensor. I like this. I mean, I really like the feel of that. It's nice with the motion, nice movement. Pinball. Don't know if that's TNT or not. So, very similar to my Paris photo. The problem here is you left all this stuff at the bottom. You gotta get rid of these people, tilt up, it's gonna look much better. Not even tilting up, just get your composition slightly different. I don't know if this person is taking these at the White House. Nice. Great composition there. That was great framing. That's an Eames chair. Ooh, kick to the face. That's cool. See, nice landscape. Let's give it more contrast though. I know, but it's whose style, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I like that for a street scene, and that's done very well. Nice, see, that's how you do it. You expose for the Big Ben or whatever the hell it is, and even here is in the shadow, you don't need to bring it up. So nice job. Nice eating. Puddles the clown. That's really cool with all the kids running for the ball. Nice job. It's all right. Weird selective color. See, that's great. Great. Just look at the composition. Really nicely done. Beautiful job. That's nice as well. Doesn't get a star, but it was nice. That's nice. I think I've reached the end. It's 1,217. Let's look at the best of the best now. 35. Yeah, so went from 1,217 down to 35. There's a lot of photos to go through, right? And when you're trying to get the best of the best with honors, you skip over certain ones that you just know don't hold up perfectly. I appreciate you guys sending them in. I hope you're learning something from this. I'm gonna go through now and we're gonna edit down even further to the best of the best. I wanna see what we've got that might stand out as the best of the best, which is not easy when everything is super unique and super different. I still like this. I like the feel of that. I mean, oh, geez, this is it. This is the winner. Cute. I like the frog, I like the dog. I love this, I really do. I love the feel of that. There's some really good ones. That's good, but I think that last wrestling was even better. This is very good. This is very good. All right, I'm gonna go back to the front because I keep reading some of these. I just don't think this will hold up and win. That won't hold up and win. That won't hold up and win. That won't hold up and win. I like this, but I don't think it holds up and wins as the best of the best out of the set. That's good. Don't think it holds up the best. I like the frogs, but not the best of the best. That's good. Nah. I mean, I like the feel of this. I really do. That's very good. Doesn't hold up as the best of the best. That won't hold up as the best. This is good. This is very good. It's very hard to pick down to the best of the best. Really, when you get down to it and we take it down to now 6. This is why photo competitions are so weird, because I've been a judge on these things, and there's times where there's like 4 or 5 judges and you don't agree on something, so you're like, I'm gonna judge the same way every single time. But sometimes you get overruled. Not overruled, but if there's 5 judges and 3 are like, I like this, and 2 of us were like, I didn't like that, then that photo moves through. And then you just have to keep editing down from there and you try to pick the best. When you get down to the last, 30, it's not easy. It's not easy to say what is the best of the best with Honor Sir. So I don't think that holds up with the rest of them. I really like that angle. This is gorgeous. It's very good, and that's very good. So I don't think this can win. So it's going away. This is very nice. I love the feel of it. So we'll keep it here. I like this, don't think it's gonna win. I really like that. And I like this. I really like that. Go away, Jared, you're not winning. That's not gonna win. And that's not gonna win. This is hard. This is a hard one. I really like this. As obviously I shoot a lot of baseball. So I don't think this is good land. This is good. It's going away though. And I just don't think this is good. I mean, I like it. It's creative. I just don't think it can win. Can an Olympus win? I mean, I like the feel of this, Stuart. And I really like this. I really hope it's not AI. I mean, it's macro done with the Olympus. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Like I said, not easy. I want you to say 1 or 2 down below in the comments. This is 1, this is number 2. Which is gonna be the best of the 2023 that we've narrowed it down to? I really like the feel of this. I mean, from a photojournalistic standpoint. And I really like the feel of this macro. I think it's fantastic. So I'm just gonna say both of these for me right now, but let's leave it to you. Number 1, number 2, leave it down below. Let me know which one you think should win out of these 2. This is how contests work. Sometimes you're left at the end and these are the 2 and you gotta decide a winner. So 1, baseball, 2, macro Olympus shot. Leave it down below. Let me know who you think is winning. I really appreciate you guys watching this. Don't forget about the presets at FroKnowsPhoto.com/FroPack4. Don't forget about the super huge or mega camera giveaway. That's where I'm gonna leave it, guys. Thank you very much. Jared, Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.